and she's a very, very committed. She's up against Faye Pittman from Great Britain, who's just working there with a drop C and Aggie.
Yeah, she's been around for a couple of times. She won a lot of medals, and
she's most probably the top ranked here in the world in this weight division today. So one of the strongest contenders, but no, she's performed very well. Faye Pittman has rose to the occasion. She's had an outstanding day, and she also fought very, very well last weekend as well. Oh. So what overall, you've watched a lot of the women's judo today. What's your opinion? You have to be very careful on this.
Yeah.
If you get out alive.
I have to be honest with you. After the Olympic Games, I did 1 year more. I finished in the university, and since then I'm a little bit outside of the judo world. I started working with beach soccer, nothing to do with judo. I'm the sports director. So I think from 3 years ago until now, a lot of things change in judo. A lot, I think it's
for the better.
I don't know. It's different.
There's a lot of rules, hasn't there? Yeah. That's been changed from when you competed, or even when I competed. There's a lot of rules that's been changed, even from white kits, blue kits, to no cokers anymore. And sadly, you see some fantastic throws here, and they are cokers, but they don't exist. So they're obviously trying for the big. But what we're having is just the knockdowns that used to be like your Kinzas, and now your Yukos or your cokers, I should say. And sadly, we're looking, obviously it's the score that we're looking for, and we're still not maybe rising for a strong enough attack for a Yoko. But we're getting some very good cokers, and they don't count for nothing now, the same as the Kinza. So that's what I find sad.
Yeah, but like I was telling you, it's quite different, and I'm a friend of most of the persons who are here, but there are some new faces also, and you can see new countries with judo getting bigger and bigger and bigger, like Mongolia in girls, like you have girls from Georgia, and I think there you will see in girls slowly not very common countries so strong in judo in girls coming up, and it will be even bigger the competition.
It's mind-blowing, isn't it, when you see these athletes. They're so well, I suppose it's the amount of tournaments that's there for them as well. They're much more prepared physically and mentally for these stage of tournaments, and there's no, like we said earlier on, there's no such thing as an easy fight. And but what I find is the performance of the technical performance of these athletes has improved, that there is a real depth of the ability of a wider range of technical expertise. Before there used to be a lot of the Ochi coaches, drop C and Aggies, but now we're seeing the big Uchimatas, a lot more of those, explosive in women's judo, which used to be just the one or two sort of leggy girls that used to be doing those. Now we're getting right from the 48s right through of a much better but powerful range of techniques that used to see in a lot of just men's judo. And women are now building more and more confidence up to be able to display this judo at a very high class events as we're seeing today. And what concerns me is the amount of tournaments that we see that doesn't allow possibly an athlete to sustain that level for such a long time. It's a burnout very quickly, isn't it?
I was thinking about it.
It's a lovely drop C and Aggie here from Faye, but Israeli is leading. But for Faye, this is a very, very strong match for her. But if she wins this, it'll be a very, very good win and a good boost of confidence for her. But
yeah, the way that the world circuit is organized now, it's very, very difficult. I think I would have had much problems.
Oh, sorry, I'm on the edge of my chair here for Faye. I've known this kid since she was a cadet, so it's a little bit close to the heart here for me. And she's been plagued so long with injuries and ups and downs and a bit of illnesses that she's not shone for such a long time, that in the past couple of events that we've seen, she seems to be building and the confidence is coming back. And but sometimes that drops the Aggie, you want to shoot her for it, but it's not very good.
But this is the beauty of judo. She had a problem and she tried to move on and to go after her dream.
And that's the maturity, isn't it?
Yeah.
For us, it's an Olympic game dream, a home tournament, the home grounds of the Olympic Games, London 2012, and obviously this is what's driving her forward, and you can see that there is something that does puts her in the driving force against some world-class athletes. It's that maybe not the technical expertise or the experience as far as her past is concerned, but it's that Olympic game dream that is just driving her on to excel and cause problems for someone like Alice, who's an extremely tough opponent. So do you live in Lisbon yourself?
Yeah, I live in Lisbon. After the Olympic Games, I decided to finish my studies. I just finished this month sports management. As I told you, I'm working with beach soccer. My team is a Portuguese champion and second in the world championship.
Is this for the men or
for the men? For the men.
Beach soccer.
Yeah, beach soccer. Actually, it's I would love to work with judo. Judo is my sport.
Very difficult, I would imagine. A very tough.
I'm not a player, you know. I'm the director. I'm just
would you like? Very different to judo, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's funny in Portugal. It became a little bit popular because they say, oh, Olympic judo player, now he's the director, sport director of a beach soccer team.
But what you have is, your strengths are, you're a competitor.
Exactly,
you're a winner.
Exactly.
And it doesn't matter what sport you're in, if you have that mindset of that you want to win, you want to do the best of your ability, whatever you achieve. And I'm always a great believer in they say with the athletes that sometimes they put careers, personal careers, on hold, like their education and things like this, or their jobs, because of their competitive judo careers. For me, I think if they're successful in a sport, they can be successful in life because it's the mindset that they have to win, to fight, and to overcome hurdles. It's like a roller coaster of emotions. And if you can actually deal with those scenarios in a competitive world of a sport, then you're successful, I think, in life. You just change it from a sport into your career and your work. And so it doesn't surprise you, you're very much into a sport which you love, but obviously what you have is the expertise of that competitiveness and the want to win, which is most probably then channeled through those athletes, and that's where they benefit from your expertise.
Exactly. The players, even though they earn much more money as I ever earned being a judo player, they respect me a lot for my history as an athlete. But now I'm